Welcome back, Tactical Aficionados. I am Damien Darko, and you are watching Pansay Tactical, where it's not legal if you don't get caught. Well, the moment has finally come. We got our HDR-50, and finally the correct tuning barrel for the HDR-50, as last time I had accidentally ordered the HDP-50 tuning barrel, a launcher I do not yet own. I'm going to get around to that soon. So we're going to be installing this bad boy right here, has its own spring, and a thread protector which will allow it to be both a standard size barrel and an extended barrel depending on our need. And it is going to be of higher quality than our stock barrel. They're both aluminum. This is the roughly $70 aluminum barrel, not the nearly $200 steel barrel, because I'm sorry, this is a $100 launcher. I am not spending $200 on a steel barrel. Yes, I know it will hold up better to aluminum. This should hold up fairly well to aluminum, you know, considering how much we're actually going to be shooting it in the overall alignment of all the things I'm going to be blasting on this channel. Let's take our puncher cap out. This is a second gen puncher cap, if you can't tell. A little bit more nubby, better grip. Got our 6-round 50 caliber cylinder. This is loaded with aluminum, which, by the way, the stock barrel has never had a problem with. I'm always having people warn me online, oh, you gotta switch out to a steel barrel if you're gonna shoot aluminum. Just like during Black Powder Summer. Hey, you can't fire 40 grains of Hodgins 777 in a brass frame revolver. Well, I did. It seems to be fine so far. We just gotta remove these. Oh man, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one's hidden in there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16! Jesus Christ! 16 screws out of this thing, which is even more than the TR-68, for God's sake. I think that was 12 or 13. Wow, they're really up in their game here. Well, we're just going to skip this part, because as I've said before, and I'm going to continue saying again, I'm going to put it on a t-shirt when we get to 1,000 views, well, 1,000 subscribers. We're going to skip this part because no one wants to watch me screw. Ha! Alright, we're back. So, two things I want to point out before moving forward. First off, all of these, there are 15 screws, I counted again. All of these screws are the same size except for one. One of these, which I have in this container here, is, I'd say, about 1/3 longer than the other ones. This big guy right here. And that one goes right here in this shallow spot above the cylinder. The rest of these are interchangeable, doesn't matter where you put them. That long one goes right up here above the cylinder. Second thing, and this is hard for me to demonstrate because the piece I'm going to talk about is no longer on this launcher. As you might be able to see, there's a fiber optic front sight which is attached to 1/2 the right side of this casing, but there used to be a fiber optic rear sight which isn't there anymore because I think I broke it the first time I took this off. It's in a kind of horseshoe shape with one side sticking in here, the other in there, and the loop in between them. And when you crack this thing open, if you don't know about it, you could easily break it in half. And I could get a good sight picture without it, but it was nice to have. You probably don't want to break your launcher when you're taking out a valve block or when you're doing mods like this. So keep that rear horseshoe-shaped fiber optic in sight. When you remove it, you're going to have to finagle that out, place it aside, and not snap it in half, as I did. Let's get this casing open. We're not going to have to do any of the heavy work on the internals. This case should open up relatively easily. There might be a spring doing spring things. Not this time. There we have, this is our cylinder catch, and here is our stock barrel. As you can see, the spring right here essentially allows this thing to have a little bit of play. And it's hard for me to show you by removing this, but when you put the cylinders in, it will move forward just enough to get out of its way and then come back, which actually kind of closes up a little bit of a cylinder gap. An interesting way to take care of the cylinder gap problem. Man, I wonder if there's any actual pews that do that. Seems like a logical thing to do. Anyway, let's get this out of the way. Just depress this spring. Out of the way. Lift this up. This spring is going to want to move forward a little bit. Not much. Let's get this out. Come on. And this isn't really even held in by anything. It's held in just by the force of being in this cradle here, as are most Umarex products, with an exception of a few of them. Now let's take a look. Compared to our stock barrel, this is almost identical, but it extends a little bit further out the front, which of course gives it the room it's going to need to put on that barrel extension when need be. And if it's similar to the TR-68, this little top piece, well, I'm calling it top piece, this little hump here, should go more towards the top. We will see. It really will go wherever it fits. Okay, nice tight fits, not doing anything weird like it did when I tried to put the HDP one in there. This, I believe it'll be towards the top. Let me get this back in. Or does it go below it? Oh, it might just go below it. Interesting. Okay, you can actually see where it fits in a certain notch there. Do a little test. It wiggles a bit. So I don't know if, hope this shows up on camera, but this notch actually goes on the bottom in this recess right here, which is the opposite of what the TR-68 was doing, where the notch, which I think was a little further back, kind of went up here into a recess to kind of help lock it in. Make sure that spring is not in the wrong position. It is moving. It is giving it some play. Definitely got the right one this time. Okay. Let's close it up and re-screw. And there it is, the new tuning barrel, the HDR-50, fully installed. Here's the extension. Ooh, make sure I got the threads here. So here's our normal carry option. If you want to do something crazy, like hook up some HPA, a 90 gram, friggin' stock with an adapter, any of that kind of crap, you can also just go right ahead and throw that extended barrel on there. This would not be particularly great for carry, but if you're employing this in a more of a home defense role, then those extra joules that you're going to get from this could be extremely helpful. You know, people, there's a lot of mods out there, and there's kind of this point of diminishing returns where you start messing with the little firing pins in here, and all tinkering with all these little minute details. When really, I want to say that probably, God, 50% of potential is just take the plug out. That's free. Just take that right out. Remove the restrictor if it's in there, and put a longer barrel. The only one of those that cost you anything is putting on a longer barrel. And of course, if you want to, again, get something to hook up a larger CO2 power source, that will cost a little, not much. Yeah, and I want to say 80-90% of the aftermarket stuff you could do with this isn't something you have to do. And now this is still just slightly, I want to say, about a sub $200 launcher, depending on, if you got any other little accoutrements in the package with it. Not bad. I'm going to be testing this out very soon, along with a couple of other items that we have on the show. We have a big block of reviews coming as summer fades away and we head in towards fall, towards Halloween. Ooh, I can't wait. Let's take a look at some of our other contenders. Woo! Boy, do I got some treats for you as we hurtle towards the 700 subscriber mark. Hey, tell you what, get me over 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I might even give some of you the origin story to this horrifying, decrepit department that I'm always finding myself in. I get a lot of comments, dude, what's wrong with you? Why are you living like this? Is it crack? Is it meth? Do you need help? Blink twice if you're okay. Yeah, but here we are, our full tuning barrel, HDR-50. We're going to be doing another review of that with and without the extension to see what that can do. Its bigger brother, TR-68. 68 calibers of pain, and this one, ooh, oh man, has some beautiful, and I mean beautiful, shaped projectiles from a man named DK Spencer. Thank you, Mr. Spencer. We're going to be testing those out on a whole bunch of hard barriers. This one currently loaded with pepper bowls, the Darth Umarex. This is the Umarex HDP Compact with some of its housing removed and a little bit of battle damage from where it got kind of thrown in the fire, but it works just fine. It kind of needs this little rubber band right now, but whatever. I mean, I installed that nice little fiber optic front sight, so that helps. Ooh, completely out of left field, we have a one-time use item, which I may or may not actually use. I got to look into it, but we are going to talk about it. The Kimber Pepper Blaster 2. This is basically a one-use double-shot Derringer that is so incredibly small, it's almost the size of a freaking, well, the profile of a credit card. It is amazing. And something I've been waiting on for a very, very, very long time. Oh yes, it is the Beeman BP50, which has an 8+1 capacity. So yeah, you read them right, 9 capacity of 50 caliber. We still need to find out how powerful it is, but I know right now that even with 50 caliber pepper, this thing is going to be extremely effective. Can it be effective with kinetics? We're going to run a series of tests on it to find out. And oh yes, yes we have it. It's here. It's here on the channel. I'm not sure when I'm going to be putting out this video. But you are getting the review for this as well at my soonest possible convenience. Once those darts come in, they're in the mail. The 6 Needler, the CO2 powered dart gun, so terrifying it almost felled the entire country of Germany all by its lonesome. God bless you, Jörg. So stay tuned right here for Answer My Eyes air guns. I meant for Band Say Tactical, where it's not legal if you don't get caught. Ooh, this thing's terrifying.
Zombies falter as we night. Band Say Tactical, set bold. Weapons with stories unfold. Zombies crumble when we hold. Courage was more than gold.